Holy crap, you are huge! What the hell was Superman thinking fighting this guy? No wonder he got his ass kicked and ended up getting killed. Be sure to check out Agelessgeeks for your figures and collectibles. So what is going on, my fellow collectors? How is everybody doing today? Daredevil19 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Storm Collectibles DC Injustice Gods Among Us Doomsday. So let's get into it right away and take a quick look at the box. So as you can see here, we do get the same style box that we got with Storm's Bane figures. So we do get the winner right there on the front of the box. On the top does say ages 17 and up. On the bottom we do get a cool image of the Doomsday figure. It says DC Injustice Gods Among Us Doomsday and Storm Collectibles. And then the bottom of the box here we do get the barcode and blah 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 stuff and nobody cares about. Then here's the top of the box. And then one side there with a cool image of the figure. There's the other side of the box. It does have the continuation of the image from the front there. And then the back does show some pretty cool poses you can get the figure into along with some of the accessories. And there is a little bio right there, so if you would like to read that, you can read it right now. But anyway, that is the packaging. Let's get this figure up and take a closer look at this character who was able to kill Superman. Whoops, spoilers. Alrighty, taking a closer detailed look at Doomsday here, and Storm, like usual, just killed it with this figure, man. This is probably one of my favorite figures they have made to date that I have owned so far, man. They did an absolute awesome job on this. The head sculpt looks sick. Definitely my favorite part to the figure. We have the razor sharp teeth with the razor sharp bone beard going on there. We do get some of that bone armor, I guess, around his nose and above his eyebrows. I dig the red for the eyes. Get some more of that bone around his cheeks as well. You can see the inside of his mouth there as well. He has purple gums and then like a darker purple tongue there. A really cool looking head sculpt for Doomsday here, and I do like the grays all throughout the figure as well. You see his ears on there, and then we do get his braid in the back, which is a softer rubbery type plastic, as you can see right there. And then the texture of the skin looks fantastic throughout the entire figure. We do get this bone piece right on the center of his chest with some very nice paintwork all throughout it. And it is a softer rubbery type plastic. All their upper torsos, not the lower one, but the upper torsos are always like a rubbery type plastic. One issue though, when you articulate it, be careful of the head rubbing on the neck, because you can see some of my paint did come off right there, so you do have to be cautious of that. But the sculpt of the upper torso looks great. We do get that nice paintwork of the darker gray with that like bonish type color as well. Well, it's more of like a lighter gray mixed with a darker gray. It looks like, I guess, 3 different grays for the skin there. And then the lower torso looks pretty good too. Nice sculpt work on the muscle definition. We get some more of the bones on the side of the torso there. And then we do get that nice shading as well. Some veins going on there also. Side looks pretty good. Then the back there, we do get more of that bone armor as well, which looks great, man. Really dig the sculpted texture to the skin. Looks really dope though. And then the arms, another sick part about the figure, man. I love the bone spikes coming at the shoulders right there. These are a harder plastic. Get some more around the tricep. And the side of the bicep right there. Some veins sculpted onto the arm. That looks dope. Beautiful paintwork. On the skin tone. Elbow joints don't look too bad. Then we do get the bone spikes on the forearm right there. More veins and everything. Hands look dope too, which we'll go over those next. And then we do get his shorts here, and they did a beautiful job with the paintwork on these. We do get a couple mixtures of green, a lighter green, then a darker green, and then we do get black as well. The crotch piece is a softer rubbery type plastic. Then we do get all these buckles and straps, which turned out really nice too. But I just dig the color greens that they used, and I like the line work for the black paint as well on all these sculpted lines. So big plus to Storm for that. Knees look pretty good. Do get the bone spike coming out the shin right there, and then we do get like the armor around the shin as well. And then the sculpted texture to the skin once again looks so sick, man. And we get some sculpted veins on his calves as well. And then the feet here look pretty good too. We get some veins on there. And then we do get his Doomsday toenails, which are like a glossy type of paint, which is definitely pretty cool. And I like how they did the shading around the actual toes and then the nails as well. And the bottom of them, we do get a little bit of paintwork. So overall, Storm, I think, absolutely destroyed it with this Doomsday. And he doesn't have that Bane symptom where his head looks way too small for the body. I think everything is proportioned pretty good. Definitely better than the proportions on Bane, but the Bane sculpt, man, looked fantastic throughout this entire figure. But anyway, let's continue on. Moving on to the accessories, Doomsday here isn't included with a whole ton of stuff, but I mean, what else could you really have included with the figure? So what we do get two interchangeable head sculpts. And starting on the left there, we do get the semi-opened mouth head sculpt, which is the one that does come on the figure out of the packaging that we already did take a look at. And then on the right, we do get the yelling, screaming open mouth head sculpt. That one's definitely my favorite out of the two. Just looks more menacing and like he's about to F shit up. But they really did do a fantastic job with both head sculpts. The bone beard looks great on both of them. You get completely red eyes on both of them. Inside the mouth, they did some nice paintwork and everything. They just did a all-around great job with the paint and sculpt detail. And the heads are very simple to swap out. I'll show you how to do that right now quickly. And swapping the heads on Doomsday is very basic when it comes to a Storm figure. So all you do is just pull up, pops right off the ball peg, take the other head sculpt, push down, and then there you go. As simple as that. So we do get the two interchangeable head sculpts, and then we finally get 6 alternate hands. And starting on the top here, we do get a pair of fists, of course, which do come on the figure out of the packaging. Then we do get a pair of open resting type hands, and then we do get a pair of open finger clenching type hands, and we do get some beautiful paint and sculpt detail throughout all 6 hands, and they are made of a softer rubbery type plastic, so they are very simple to swap out. And like I always say, that is a good thing, because you don't want to risk breaking a wrist joint on your figure. But anyway, that is all the accessories included with Doomsday. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the reviews, shall we? Now for the height of Doomsday, to the very top of his head, it looks like he's just shy of 10 inches tall. And then here he is compared to the Mezco 112 Justice League Tactical Suit Batman, the McFarlane Toys Arkham Asylum Joker, the Mafex Justice League Superman, and the SH Figuarts Infinity War Hulk. And as you can see, this Doomsday towers over all of these figures here, but Doomsday is a huge character, so if you really wanted to, you can make it work with a 6-inch scale Superman, but I feel like he would work much better with a 7-inch scale Superman, like maybe NECA's or the upcoming Storm Collectibles one. And then here he is compared to the Storm Collectibles Injustice Bane and the Storm Collectibles Goro. And as you can see, Doomsday is a little bit taller than both these figures here. And then here he is compared to the Hasbro Marvel Legends Juggernaut and the NECA Alpha Predator. And then here he is compared to the SH Figuarts Awakened Warrior Super Saiyan Goku and the Mezco 112 Deadpool. Anyway, there's some quick comparisons. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review. So now for Doomsday's articulation, he does have some basic Storm Collectibles articulation, but we do get some very nice movement with the figure. So we do have a barbell type joint for the head and neck, I guess. So one part of it does go into the head and then the other part down into the upper torso right there. So with both those joints, well, the lower portion of that joint, you can see you can move the head forward and back pretty good, and since this is a softer rubbery type plastic, you can get a bit more articulation out of it. Sometimes if you go back too far, it'll just spring it right back there. But with both joints, the upper part of that joint does get some pretty good movement too, so you can get them to look down really well, and then looking up, looks up about that much with both joints. You can try to force it, but like I said, it's going to keep springing back. You do get pivot at the lower portion of that joint, and then pivot at the upper portion, and then it does swivel as well. So pretty good movement at that neck joint there. Then we do get a point of articulation at the torso and then at the waist. The one thing with these rubbery upper torso joints is if you move it too much, you see a bit of a gap, or you do certain poses, you see stuff like that, and sometimes this gets caught on the lower torso, so you're just going to have to pop it back over that, so just keep that in mind. So the torso here crunches forward that much, and then with the waist goes forward about that much, which isn't too bad. Then going back with the waist and the torso does go back decently. You do see a little bit of a gap at the waist though. Then you do get alright pivot at the torso and alright pivot at the waist. Not the best. Then you do get the swivel at the torso and then swivel at the waist as well. One thing that does annoy me about some of these figures, this piece that's supposed to hide the joint, I feel like they need to make it a little bit longer because you still see some gappage going on there with the arms. I guess depending on how you have the upper torso articulated. Now for the arms here, we do get a great circular motion out of the arms. And then they do go out to the sides a little more than 90 degrees, so that's definitely dope. They do go up and down. This joint has popped off on me a couple times. You just got to pop it right back in though. Then we do get the true bicep swivel, double jointed elbows that don't meet 90 degrees, but since he's such a bulky character, it definitely is understandable. Then we do have a ball hinge on the wrist, so that does swivel and hinges back and forth there. Now for the legs here, Doomsday, be careful with paint rub on the legs as well. I did damage mine a little bit, so you do have to be a little bit cautious. Doomsday can kick forward 90 degrees, so that's definitely cool. Does go to the back a tiny bit. Let's see if he can Van Damme it, and I know he cannot. He cannot Van Damme it, but they do go out to the side good enough for the size of the character. We do get a very nice hip swivel there. Double jointed knees that just hit 90 degrees. Then the ankles here, there is no swivel, which it just slightly swivels, but I know they're not meant to. The ankles do hinge up pretty good. They hinge down decently. The joints are very tight as well. And then the ankle pivot is much better on Doomsday compared to like Goro or Bane, because the more you would articulate their pivot, the more forward the bottom of their foot would be facing you, which I can't stand when ankle pivots do that. And then we do get a nice tight toe hinge there. So for the size of the figure, we do get some very nice articulation with Doomsday, and they did make the ankle joints much, much better compared to their Bane and Goro, which are the two bigger other figures I do have from them, and I wasn't happy with both of their ankle joints, but Doomsday's ankle joints definitely are much better, and you're going to be able to get them in some pretty damn cool Doomsday or I just killed Superman like poses, and I'm about to show you some of those poses right about now. But anyway, that is my review of the Storm Collectibles Injustice Doomsday. Hope you enjoyed it. If I had to rate this figure with detail, I'd easily give it an even 9. Articulation, I'd give it an 8.5. Accessories, I'd give it an even 7. And then the overall quality, I would give an 8.5. If you would like to know the price and where to buy this figure, I did get mine from Agelessgeeks, so you can check out their website at agelessgeeks.com. And don't forget, when you check out, use code name Daredevil, and you will get yourself a bit of a discount. If you can't find something on their website, I do highly recommend going through their Instagram or Facebook page. I will put more information in the description below. And if you would like to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe and click on that notification bell. And if you liked it, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, oh well, I guess you didn't like it. But thanks for watching. I will see you later. Bane figures. So we do get the window right there on the front of the box. Storm Collectibles. And then the bottom of the box here, we do get the warning. The Mayfax Justice League Tactical. Mayfax, what the heck? That's Mezco, damn it. Justice League Tactical Suit Batman, the McFarlane Arkham Asylum. Whoops, the head popped off. Again. Damn you, Doomsday. And starting on the top, 6 hands, and they are a robber. Damn you. Out of the packaging, and then all the way on the right. What is there, like 20 head sculpts I'm going over? What the heck?